Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Taisha. Today I'm going to be doing a story time video and it's called He Ghosted Me. I think that's what I'm going to name this video. It's a story about a guy who ghosted me. This word is actually in the Urban Dictionary. I don't know what it meant or anything, but it's actually a thing that people are doing in our generation. Basically, when a person disappears on you without any contact, call, message, anything, just completely disappear, you don't know, you don't hear anything from them again, they're just a ghost. They like disappear from your life so quickly, abruptly, and without any word at all. So this is my story, this idiot of a guy, and I wanted to do this video for a while, but I was like in my feelings a little bit about it, but I'm past it, so let's just get on to the video. I met this guy at a frat party. This is like months ago when it was like spring. They had their like spring parties. Me and my friend, she actually goes to the school or the university that's here, and she invited me and we went to this frat party. I didn't even plan on like meeting anyone there or anything. I just wanted to have fun. At least I haven't like partied in a while, so I went there. And at this frat party I actually saw a guy that I used to like have a crush on. It's funny that I saw him because I think he was like maybe in the military or something, I'm not sure. First time I've seen him in a while, and he actually went to my high school. So I saw him from like a distance. This is like a while into the party where I was like a little bit tipsy and I was already drinking and stuff like that and dancing with my friend Courtney. We're having a good time. And I saw him and I don't know, I think I was like, Courtney, I'll be right back, and I tried to like go and say hi to that guy, and I did. I saw him, but he was talking to some other people like next to him, and I'm just gonna call the guy that ghosted me Idiot. That's his name in this video, is called Idiot. I saw Idiot here and he was with some other okay, by the way, I want to describe Idiot as he's a tall, like athletic black guy. You wouldn't think that he would be my type because my type is just like the opposite of him. I was trying to talk to my crush that was there, and first I asked Idiot, I was like, hey, do you know that guy, and whatever, do you know if he's leaving the party or not? And he was like, I don't know, blah blah blah. I went up to my actual crush and I said hey to him. He hugged me and everything, and he was leaving, so I was like, okay, bye. After that I was talking to Idiot for a little bit, or he asked me to put something on his wrists or something. I don't know what it was. It was one of those things that they put on you to get into the party. It's like, do you want to go in the main room and start and dance? And I was like, okay. I don't know why this is funny. Into like the main area and we started dancing. I was dancing on him and you know the dance that you do like when you're we're just I was grinding up on him, okay? Dancing for a while, and then I said we should sit down, and there was like couches. This is basically like the living room of the fraternity house, and we were on the couch, and then we started talking for a little bit. I tell Idiot my entire life story, I swear, in like under 5 minutes, and I don't give him any time to talk whatsoever, because when I drink I talk a lot, I do a lot of things that I wouldn't do, I have a lot of liquid courage, so I just tell this guy everything about my life. I tell him about my ex-boyfriend, I tell him about how guys are dumb and all the stories that happened to me and just everything, okay? And he's like, yeah, that sucks, I'm nothing like that, blah blah blah, the whole speech that every guy tells you. I think he puts his name in my phone and his number, and yeah, and then all of a sudden we just start kissing and we made out for like a little bit, and I started laughing after that, and I'm like, hey, I need to go find my friend, I don't know where she is, and I don't want her to leave without me because I forgot where we even parked. So I went to go find Courtney. She was outside talking to some other guys, and I went back inside to actually find Idiot, but I couldn't find him. I think he left. When we left the party, it was like a long walk to the car, and he texted me and he's like, did you find your friend? And I was like, yeah, I found her. And we're on our way home now, and he told me that he left with his friends to hang out with them because they were somewhere else, and he asked me if he could see me again, and I was like, maybe. I don't know, I don't really remember what you look like or anything, so I guess the next morning he was still like texting me and stuff, and I told him to come to my house because I wanted to know what he looked like. And he lived at the university, like the dorm, so I didn't want to go there. So I just told him to come to my house and we'll just hang out for a little bit. He's for sure down to come to my house. I already told him that I live with my parents and they're always here, so if they're here, I'll try to get them away, but I mean, it's their house too. They came, my mom was like on the porch and my dad was on the porch, so I was like, Dad, can you like go inside because I don't know what this guy looks like. I forgot and I haven't really met him before, and this is weird that you guys are meeting him at the same time that I'm seeing what his face looks like. Dad goes inside and my mom's still outside. I don't really care if she's there. Idiot comes into our porch and he introduces himself to my mom. They exchange words, and he comes inside. We start talking, and he was like kind of cute. I mean, he was like big, tall, athletic, hey looking. I mean, he wasn't bad to look at. And we were in my room for the entire duration of this day. We talking for a while. I just kind of hide him in my room because I don't want people to ask questions about us because our first meeting.
Find out a few things about him. I found out that he is actually 19 and not 20 or 21. I know he said that he told me he was 20 at the party, but he's actually 19. So he's like fairly young. I was 22 at the time, so he was still like a teenager. No wonder he asked me to get him alcohol.
He tells me that he doesn't have social media, and it really blows my mind because in our generation everyone has social media, which is odd. Talking a little bit more, talking about our families and all that, how many siblings we have. I asked him about his major. We shared like a few kisses and it was very cute. I thought he was cute. I thought he was a nice guy. I was like, this is so weird that I actually like him, but he's so young and it seems like he's like more mature than his age because he's kind of shy. Like he doesn't really act like super outgoing or anything, but he's like a very chill, laid back guy. He really texts me after and tells me that he had a good time hanging out with me and he wants to see me again. And I think the week passes by. I have to work like every single day during the week, so on Friday he asked me out on a actual proper date that guys usually don't do. At the end of the night, I'm in like my car and he's sitting there with me. I think it's like the cutest thing, like to stay in a car parked and just talk about life or whatever. He asked me to come back to his dorm. His roommate isn't there, he tells me, and I agreed to go again into another person's dorm as their guest. It's so awkward because I was like going in there and the girl at the desk, she's like, oh, you're checking her in, right? It seemed awkward that she sounded like I was like the fifth girl that he's brought up to his room or something. Everything's good. We're like walking out holding hands and I feel good about it. I feel great that I actually met someone who really likes me for me, and he doesn't have social media, and that's great because social media I think tends to ruin relationships. Still kept talking every single day. We would text every single day. He would call me every single night, which I thought was very nice because people usually don't call because they think it's weird. Sometimes I think it's weird too, but when a guy that I really like who calls me every single night, it's like clockwork when he calls me because it'd be at the same time, which is what I like. I liked hearing his voice at night, and I know that we weren't going to be able to see each other every day. So it comes to like the next week or weekend, my friend Andrea asked me if she could meet him, and I was like, yeah, we could probably like do something like all of us together. Went to a restaurant and I actually start getting to know him more because she's asking him all the questions that I don't think I've asked him yet. Is it bowling alley? I don't know. We go bowling and then night ends and everything's good, and she texts me, she's like, yeah, I really like him. Hopefully everything goes well. And I'm just like, yeah, me too. But in the car, I'm trying to see if we're exclusive or not because I don't know. So I wanted to be like, hey, like, would you be okay if I dated other people, or are you seeing other people or talking to other people? Like, what's going on with us? It's just like, I don't know. I think we're just having fun for now. Or he just acted like he didn't care. So I was like, yeah, second red flag. I didn't want to be in a relationship right now, and that turned me off. I forgot to tell, before the double date, he came into my house and my dad was like working in the kitchen. He's like redoing our kitchen. He went in there without me and started talking to him, like he introduced himself and everything, because I was like, what? I hear him like in the kitchen, and he's like a full-on conversation talking to him, and then after he comes out, he was like, yeah, I just want to introduce myself to your dad, and I wanted to make sure that he knew who I was and whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Weird, because like the week after, we're still good. He like called me like every single night, and then on a Thursday, he called me, and I was like, yeah, this is about the time that he's supposed to call me. And he calls me, and all I hear in the background is like static and people talking, and I'm just like, hello, can you hear me? Like, are you there or whatever? And I can't hear anything from the other end. It's just static, and I hear background noise, and then I hang up on him because it's like a minute that this is going on. I'm still trying to hear him on the phone, and I call him back, I think, and I still hear the same thing. I hear static and people in the background. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and I text them, and I'm just like, if you're trying to call me, I can't hear you. So, and after that, that was it. I didn't hear anything else from him. I didn't get a call, I didn't get a text back after saying, oh, like, sorry, I couldn't hear you on the phone. No, I didn't get anything. That was it. It was completely no contact, no nothing. And I couldn't like go and find him on social media because he doesn't have social media. That was the story. Probably the most boring story ever, but it happened to me. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he just didn't like me anymore. I don't know if... I told my friends about this. I told them that I didn't hear anything back from him for like a while, like a couple of days after. And then I tell my friend Shelby at work, and she's like, she's saying that she's gonna investigate it for me, but she's like, I can call him on my phone and see if he answers, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. So we go, and she calls his number, standing there with her, and she puts the phone on mute, and he answers it after 2 rings, and he's like, hey, hello. And we're just like, oh my god, are you serious? Like, you answered this random stranger's call, but you can't like call me back. Like, what the hell? Like, I never will know, because he's so freaking immature. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he can't just be a man and tell me what happened. Yeah, that was my story. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has happened to you before. It sucks a lot, but whatever. Life goes on. Obviously, that was the wrong person. Glad that that's over. This has happened to you, or anything similar, tell me in the comments. And if you enjoyed watching this storytime video, give it a thumbs up if you want more, and if you liked it, or if you think it's very depressing like it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!